YouTube, B3 back, another cooking action figure review. Yes, it is another Power Ranger review. I have been reviewing Power Ranger stuff like crazy. And, yeah, so here's the last one I have to review. Fingers crossed, you know. Who knows if I run into the other ones I need. I still need about 4 villains and 1 Ranger. But this is the Ptera Charge Megazord, or the Gold Ptera Megazord, which is what I like to call it. But it is Gold Ranger Zord from Power Rangers Dino Charge and Zuden Sentai Kyuger, which is the only show I've watched. I've only watched Zuden Sentai Kyuger. I have not watched Power Rangers Dino Charge. So I get all this stuff because I've watched the Japanese show. Just putting that out there. But yeah, this is one of the best figures in the entire Action Hero Series line. So glad they're making Zords in this scale. So glad they're making villains in this scale. This Power Ranger line is one of the best lines we've had since Jungle Fury. Probably the best line since Jungle Fury. It's a very just spectacular line. I got another one in my hand right now that I'm fiddling with while I'm doing this review. But yeah, let's zoom out a bit so you can get a better look at the Ptera Charge Megazord. As you can see, he's mostly like he's a black plastic with gold paint, and the gold paint is really bright, looks really nice, real clean paint. The silver's real clean. Everything just looks real nice. Not a lot of paint on the back, but it's a cheap figure. What do you expect? That's just how it works. There's a bug in my arm. Okay, we're good. Anyways, but lots of great detailing. As you can see, looks very Zord-like. There's more articulation than one might think. He has a lot of good articulation. Nice head here. That looks pretty cool. Here he is. I hope they don't do a visors down variant, because I would definitely buy it. Or he has like this visor down and this visor down from when Dogold controlled him in the Sentai. I don't know if that happened in the American show, but whatever. But yeah, really cool. He has holding hands, even though he doesn't have anything to hold. I guess you could always give him the other Megazord's weapon. That'd be cool. I hope they make the Spinosaurus Megazord. I like that Megazord a lot. And I hope they make it in this scale. Which is probably never going to happen, but because it was a movie Zord, and yeah. But he's got claws on his hands here, and he has these blades that you can pop on, and they kind of move around like that, which is neat. I'm not sure if he had these blades in the show, honestly. I don't recall them. So that might just be a new thing they added so we can have a weapon. But now articulation, since I already showed you how those little blades move. The head can spin like that. Very cool. Nice rotation there. Up and down on the arms, forward and back. Then you have that elbow bend right there. You have a swivel on the hands, obviously. Nothing on the waist or anything, but it's not really needed, honestly. And then you have a great forward and back on the legs, a fantastic in and out on the legs, knee bend there, and also some up and down on the foot and kind of wobble back and forth too. But yeah, he's one of the most posable figures in this entire line since Super Mega Force, which is when the Action Hero Series thing really started. So yeah, he's really dope. I like him a lot. One of my favorites, I have to say. He's very, very cool. But yeah, now let's get into some size comparisons. Now here's our Ptera Charge Megazord with just the Dino Charge Megazord, which is the regular Megazord for the regular Rangers. And honestly, they scale perfectly together. They look absolutely wonderful. I know one's like straight and one's are split, but they scale so well that it really doesn't matter. They just look wonderful together. He is with the Rangers. Obviously, he's not made to really be played with the Rangers like this. He's made to be played with like with the villain figures and stuff, and just to have a cheap Megazord so you don't have to spend 30 bucks on a freaking Megazord if you want one, which is great because I prefer this scale anyways because it takes up less space and it's more fun to mess around with and it's cheaper. So I love that. But here he's with the Rangers. Female body mold on the right for our pink Dino Charge Ranger who's posed to kill. And here on the left, wait, I switched those. She's on the left, he's on the right. Got Titanium Ranger over here from the Super Mega Force. He's got the male mold. So, yeah, you know, that's just how he looks with Rangers. I'm not going to say that he scales great with them because obviously they're meant to be different from each other. And lastly, here's our Ptera Charge Megazord with some villains. Yeah, here he is with Fury on the left and Bones on the right. And as you can see, he scales dopely with these guys. Perfect with Fury over here. That's who you'll really want to scale him with, because Gold and Dogold have like a feud. They're like arch foes. I don't know if that's it in Dino Charge, but it probably is, honestly. And Bones looks a little tall, actually, but it's fine. It really doesn't matter. Plus, you know, Gold's legs aren't totally straight. If we do straighten out Gold, though, how much taller does he get? It's a little taller, yeah. So, yeah, as you can see, he just scales perfectly with his own line. So all in all, what are my final thoughts on the Ptera Charge Megazord from Power Rangers Dino Charge Action Hero Series? Well, despite my stuttering and stumbling throughout this entire review, this is actually a great figure. I really, really love it. Scales perfectly with the other Megazord, the other villains, and you saw I looked with the Rangers, which is good for display purposes, I suppose. And he's just a really cool figure. Up until this guy came out, I was thinking that, like, maybe the regular Dino Charge Megazord or Ice Monster were the best figures, but this guy is great. Both the Megazords are just spectacular figures. If you want the Megazords but don't want to buy the big expensive ones, this is a perfect figure to get. Absolutely wonderful. I got mine at Toys R Us during like some kind of Power Rangers clearance sale, or if you bought $30 worth of Power Rangers stuff, you got $5 off for like every 30 bucks, which is pretty cool. So I'm really glad I picked him up, and I would have paid full price for him too, because he's a wonderful figure. But yeah, that's it, you guys. Who's been a rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the links in the description below, including Facebook, Twitter, our other channels, and the last review. But if you subscribe, you won't need that last review link anymore. You can just skip it. So yeah, that's it, you guys. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you all later.